Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we see them. And today we got a pretty serious episode here for you guys that we want to get into here. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today we're going to be talking about the LA Lakers. In specific, we're going to be talking about Anthony Davis, right? Because some devastating news just came out. As y'all know, Anthony Davis recently suffered an injury, I think a foot injury. And initially, when the news broke, we were hearing that he was going to miss a month of competition. But now, according to an article that I'm getting here from fadeawayworld.net, it seems that the situation is even more alarming. So I want to read a little bit from it. The article starts off with the headline: Anthony Davis could be sidelined for 2 to 3 months after recent injury. The Los Angeles Lakers season started off nightmarishly bad, but took a turn for the better when Anthony Davis started playing like a bona fide MVP candidate. He and LeBron James filled people with hope just for the Lakers to muster a 13-17 record after 30 games played in the season. As happens with AD during the season, he got injured and now is expected to miss a month with a foot injury. This means another LeBron James carry job that we will see the Lakers be the 12th or 13th seed in the Western Conference and miss the playoffs, as the Lakers fears Davis might be out for 2 to 3 months because of his foot. This is Brandon Scoopy Robinson. Anthony Davis' foot injury could sideline the Lakers forward for longer than 1 month, sources told Bally Sports. Some on the Lakers side of things fear that the injury could sideline Davis for 2 to 3 months. AD has been out for that long, and the Lakers' death knell. They might not make trades if AD can't be on the floor to capitalize on them. So the Lakers' hopeful season should be done now, especially given their loss to the Phoenix Suns without their stars. So you heard what the article had to say there. A lot to unpack. First of all, this is devastating news for Los Angeles Lakers fans, and I'll tell you why. The reason it is because of the way AD has been playing this season. If it was Anthony Davis of the past, whose numbers have been regressing and declining, then I would say, listen, yeah, he went down, but he wasn't really giving you AD numbers. To crystallize the point I'm making, last season, for example, AD averaged 23 points a game on 53% shooting, 18.6% from the field. From the three, and 71% from the free throw line. Barely got you 10 rebounds a game. The season before that, he was averaging 22 points on 49% shooting, 26% from the three, 74% from the free throw line. And that season, he got you 7.9 rebounds. But in this particular instance, it's worse because of his play this season. Think about this. Anthony Davis is averaging the most points this season since he's averaged in the last 5 years. Before he went down, he was averaging 27.4 points per game. He was shooting 59% from the field, which is a career high for him. 59.3% from the field, shooting 29% from the three-point line, shooting 82% from the 82.6% from the free throw line. He was getting you 12.1 rebounds. The last time he averaged 12.1 rebounds, he was a New Orleans Pelican. And it was getting you 2.8 to 2.6 assists, only 1.9 turnovers, which were down over the last 5 years, really 6 years. So he wasn't careless with the basketball. And he was getting you 2 blocks a game and 1.3 steals. Some people were saying that he should be in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year, which brings us to one of the major areas that's going to be impacted with the absence of AD, especially over this period of time: the defense. Anthony Davis, although the Lakers are not a very good defensive team, he's their defensive anchor. He is by far their best defensive player. And if you currently look at the Lakers' defensive rating this season, they rank number 21, which isn't very good. But trust me, they would be worse without the presence of Anthony Davis. And if you look at the Lakers' standings right now in the Western Conference, after the loss, as the article highlighted, to the Phoenix Suns last night, they're now the 12th seed, and they're now 5-5 out of their last 10 games. Now, some people may say, well, they still have LeBron, so they still have a chance. I'm not 100% sure of that. And I'll tell you why. What's being missed with LeBron's numbers this season, and I think it has everything to do with his age, to be quite honest with you, is that his production on the court, for the most part, isn't leading to wins the way it used to. Now, some people will say, but what does that really mean? Like, how do you prove that? Are you looking at his numbers? He's averaging 27 points per game, shooting 48.5% from the field, 31% from the three, 71% from the free throw line, still getting you 8.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.2 steals a game. So he's putting up great numbers. They're great numbers individually, but they're not really helping the team win. Just a few days ago, LeBron's plus minus on the season, I believe it was a -6. Now, as we currently speak, is 0.5 in 22 games. 0.5. That's when he's on the floor. So his production is not even having a net positive effect on the team, really, if you're looking at it when he's on the floor. That's number one. Last season, his plus minus was -2.1. And the reason why I say that these numbers are very deceptive is because of the impact it's having on winning. People are looking at the 27 points per game. That is an irrelevant stat. What you have to look at when you watch these games is how his points and his play leads to wins on the floor for his team. I'll give you guys a prime example of what I'm talking about to really hammer home this point. In the 2021-2022 season, LeBron was arguably a top 3 player in the NBA. And those numbers he put up had a greater impact on winning than these numbers. Some people say how. Well, in 2021, LeBron was averaging less points per game. He was averaging 25 points per game. He was shooting 53% from the field. He was shooting 36% from the three. This season he's attempting 7.1. That season he was attempting 6.3. Almost 1-3 less. And he doesn't shoot a high percentage, but he was shooting a higher percentage on less attempts, making it more efficient. He was shooting 70% from the free throw line, but he wasn't shooting such a high enough volume for it to really hurt you. He was shooting 7% on 5.7 attempts, getting you 7.7 rebounds, 7.8 assists, but his plus minus that year to represent his net impact on the team when he's on the floor was 6.4. 6.4. The year before it was 6.6. When he was with the Cleveland teams, it went up to 6.5, 6.8. 8.1. Even if you look at Kawhi Leonard's plus minus this year is 7.5 on 15 points per game. Last season, it was 8.6. The year before that was 8.4. One year he was 9.1. So people are looking at those numbers, but the style of play and how he's generating those numbers is not really helping his team win. And that's the problem. That's the problem. So it's not like LeBron is incapable of playing well. No, he is. It's just about how he plays and how it helps his team do better. Because ultimately, the goal is to win. But for the Lakers, this is devastating news. In terms of Anthony Davis, I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. You know, this seems to be a chronic issue with him where every single year he gets injured. I don't know if it has something to do with just him personally, maybe his body, the way his limbs or whatever it is, or maybe is this something with his training as a nutrition. But that would be a remarkable development to hear that it's his training or his nutrition, given the fact that in the modern era, things are supposed to be more advanced. So I don't want to say it's that. Maybe it's just him, but these are my thoughts. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this story? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.